Okay. I have I lost a friend. The racist, non-educated redneck. He's gone. He's history. Don't know where the hell he came. I got a female redneck now.
I'm not a redneck.
You're not a redneck?
No.
What's your opinion on social? Are you on social assistant?
Maybe.
Are you? Yes or no? We're not saying your name. Yeah, yes or no?
Yes.
How many kids?
2.
2. Same father?
Yes.
Yes. So how come you're on social assistant?
Both my kids have special needs.
Special need? What kind of special need we're talking about?
Low muscle tone, developmental delays, various other things.
What do you think of kids that's autistic, severe autistic, in the same classroom as everybody else? Do you think they should be? They should be in a different classroom.
No, they should all be in the same classroom.
Why?
Because those kids that have autism are usually very intelligent and just need some adjustments. They just need a little bit extra help to be able to settle themselves down.
What about all the racket they do? I have ADHD. I can't stand racket. I can't stand noise. Then I have somebody autistic in the back screaming and hollering. That's not fair. For me, no?
No, that's not fair. But there's also something to say for, that was done years and years ago when kids had something wrong with them. They segregated them.
Level 2, level 3, and then
we segregate them.
Sweat hog. What do they call them? Sweat hog?
Yeah, and to keep the children separated, autistic children at that point then become a thing to the other children. They're special. They're kept away. They're not. That's why we have people who grow up and, they have no use for people with a mental illness. They have no understanding of autism or ADHD or anything.
Everybody has a mental illness these days. Everybody.
It's true.
I have a black psychiatrist.
You shut up. You shut up. Anyway, your history. You're done. Shut up. You're done. So anyway, but if you got everybody has a name for a mental illness these days, how are you going to fix the school system that everybody feels accepted?
Well, we've got a lot of people, parents especially, who think, they don't have anything in their family like that. And they got to keep their child shiny and new over here and keep them all away from that. There's a lot of people who think mental illness isn't real. I suffer myself with depression and anxiety.
Depression.
How many people have told me that I fake? It's not real. It's in my head.
I gotta ask you a question. Okay, I gotta ask you a question. I saw it in the newspaper. Don't blow it, because then we gotta delete the whole thing. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking about the big moon. It's in the background. Depression. Yep. I saw a picture in the paper, and somebody reminded me a couple of days ago. This beautiful woman, 28 years old.
Yep.
Beautiful woman. And she worked at the gym, workout, and next thing she was on anti-depression pills.
Yep.
And next thing you know, she took the whole bottle and died.
I know.
You see the picture?
I know of that.
Beautiful woman.
Yes.
What's the definition of depression? How can you tell if a person is depressed? You don't wake up in the morning, or you?
Well, you're not depressed if you wake up and you have a down day. Everyone has those. That's normal. To me, depression is a prolonged period of. For me, it was. We got shenanigans going on here, people.
Yeah, I know. You can't just shut up. You need to take his rhythm. What's the definition of depression?
Well, depression affects everybody differently. You might have some people who just can't get out of bed in the morning. They're sad. They don't feel like living is even worth it. For me, it was just this feeling like there was bricks on my shoulders. Like I felt literally weighed down. I felt like if I didn't get out of bed, it wouldn't make any difference to any person.
But you have 2 kids.
Exactly. And thank goodness, for me, I'm the type of person who responded to someone saying to me, you got 2 kids, this is about them, not you, get yourself some help. So I responded to that, but not everybody responds to that. And I did what I needed to do because I recognized the change in how I felt.
So you take the pills. What does the pills do?
To be honest, I hate taking them. The pills.
Become a space cadet? What?
No, you don't become a space cadet, but it's almost, it numbs you a little bit. It takes the emotion out of you. I'm a very emotional person anyways, but the pills bring that down. It takes it out of you. You're not as emotional as you were.
And you don't smoke?
No, I don't
smoke.
Never
smoke?
Never smoked.
Drink?
I've been drunk twice in my life at 32 years old. That's it.
And then, bingo, mental...
it came after I had my daughter, my first daughter, who's 11. I didn't even know what it was until I talked to a friend, suffered for 10 months, didn't know what it was, thought this is just how you feel after you have a baby, it'll get better. A friend told me after I explained it to her, she said, that sounds like depression, you need to go to the doctor.
And what does he say? What does he ask? Say, oh, you're a depressed person.
Well, he asked me many different things about how I feel and stuff, but the main thing he did was send me for blood work.
Blood work? Depression? You're kidding.
You can be tested. They're looking for the serotonin levels in your blood.
Boy, you learn something new every day. It's true.
It has to do with serotonin levels in your brain, so you can have blood work to determine your serotonin levels.
What's that? Serotonin? My sister's a family doctor, but not me.
Well, I'm not exactly sure what it is, but it's a hormone that's produced in your body that plays a role in depression. It's keeps your mood stabilized.
That's why they're going to legalize marijuana July 1st. You smoke marijuana?
Never have.
Never did? I smoked a joint a couple of weeks ago and I hate it. It just makes me...
I don't even like the smell. The smell of it just makes me want to puke. If someone else does it, I don't care. But I don't like it myself.
So those are thousands and thousands of people like you in New Brunswick. How are we going to fix it?
I don't know. It's a hard thing to fix. I don't know that there's one answer as to how to fix it. There is a problem with the medication, I'll give it that. After taking that medication for so long, changes you a little bit. It's hard to come off of. It's hard to come off that medication. After being on that medication for so long,
if you turn around, you're depressed, and you hang yourself.
Yeah.
Because of depression. Now, they'll look at, say, well, under the privacy issues, we're not allowed to say that person committed suicide. Should it be public that we know there's prescription drugs and this is not working? Shouldn't we, the public, know?
Well, when you're put on an...
It's like when you're on, if you take Oxycontin, then they say, oh, he died of heart failure. They don't say died of a drug overdose. They say heart failure. Go ahead.
Well, that's a rough thing because they want to protect people's privacy. But then on the other hand, you've got the whole public's well-being at risk. I can tell you that those medications that you take for depression are nothing to play with. Those are serious medications. You need to be careful and responsible. I mean, when you start them, you're not even supposed to be left alone. Because they do have different effects on other people. You're not supposed to, when you first start those pills for the first so many weeks, you're not even supposed to be left alone. You're supposed to always have someone else there with you, an adult.
Are doctors legal drug dealers?
Yeah. The other thing is that how do you expect a whole industry that makes billions and billions of dollars every year off of you being sick, your diabetes, your mental health, your depression, your anxiety, your high blood pressure, your heart problems. How do you expect them? We take pills not to cure us. They don't cure anything. They just put a Band-Aid on it. You can't expect those companies that are making all that money to cure you. They're making big money because you're sick. They're not going to cure you.
Don't you love the capitalist system?
Oh, it's wonderful, isn't it?